All right, this is a follow-up to the last story. I don't know if you guys put them in order or anything else, but anyway, I told you that Duff liked these sci-fi kind of movies and books and stuff like that. He was a book reader too, unlike me. Anyway, he and Dennis turned out to be book readers. Me and Tom, not so much. Anyway, he Kathy comes in one day, and we're sitting around the table, and we're in college at the time. So Kat comes in, and she says something about, she says, "Oh God," she says, "Oh my God, I forgot. We got this big dance tonight," and she got invited by somebody in this, that, and the other thing, And she said, "But I got this paper. I have a paper due tomorrow." And she's like, "Oh my God," So Duff says, I'm sitting at the table. I'm volunteering. Duff says, I'll take care of it, Kat. I'll write the paper for you. So he said, "What's it on?" So she says, "Oh, no, it just got to be, you just got to just write a paper." She just teacher just wants to know kind of your writing style, your ability, your thought process, and all that stuff. We get an introductory kind of thing. It's okay, no problem. So she takes off for the dance. I look over at him, I go, "You gonna write this paper?" Yeah, no problem. So he actually gets a typewriter. He gets the typewriter out, and he writes the paper and types it for her, no less, right? So he types it up, puts a little cover thing on it, puts it in a folder, we used to have those things for school. And anyway, I'm watching television. He's sitting in there typing his paper up. So Kathy comes home. Here's laying on a table. Here's the paper thing. She just picks it up and goes like this. Wow, great, fantastic. 5 pages or something like that. She had to have. She hits the rack. Sleep. Next day she gets up, grabs the thing, takes off for school. Now you got to go walk to Holy Angels, about half a mile, less than that maybe. And then you got to wait for the bus. And you get the bus to school. So she gets on the bus going to school, and she starts reading the paper. And Jimmy, with his sci-fi stuff, it's about this asteroid or planet that, our astronauts go to, and there are these clay people, and they live underground and stuff. It's like, it's one of his wacky stories. And I don't know if it was plagiarized or he just made it up. I don't know. But Kathy's like reading it like, "Oh my God, my teacher." It's like so out of character for Kath, right? But it's like, it's too late, man. It dies cast. Now the only thing that's saving grace is it's typed, so it's not written. It's not written anyway. So of course she hands the paper, and she has no choice, right? He's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna get called in on this paper. I know it's just like plagiarizing this paper." So when it comes time to get the papers back, the teacher doesn't say anything. She just gives back the papers. And Kathy gets an A on the paper. And then it says, you open the paper up, she said, "Wow, I had no idea that you had such a vivid imagination. Still water runs deep," or something like that. I mean, it was something. So I would have loved to have seen her face, man, when she opened up that book and started reading that story. Anyway, I don't think she ever asked Jimmy to write another story or anything else for her. So, but he knows crazy sci-fi. I don't know. I have to ask the kid. His kids will know whether he kept reading those sci-fi things or he got onto something legitimate.